Clearly.
Perry, once celebrated as a beacon of black excellence, is now entangled in a $260 million lawsuit over allegations that he made inappropriate advances toward a young white man. The timing is no coincidence. Katt Williams had already issued sharp warnings about media darling moguls who, behind closed doors, operate with disturbing intention. According to Katt, these polished public figures often exploit the vulnerable while maintaining an image of untouchable success. Williams has now come forward with unsettling claims about what he calls Perry's white boy casting couch, suggesting that some roles within Tyler's empire may have been secured through deeply questionable means. Perry's rise from homelessness to billionaire studio owners remarkable, but critics like Katt insist it didn't come without compromise. For years, whispers have circulated about the unwritten rules black men must follow to succeed in Hollywood, rules that often involve submission, emasculation, and the sacrifice of dignity. And Tyler Perry's name, Katt says, is central to that hidden system. While many applaud Perry's achievements, others are now questioning what was traded along the way.
Clearly.
Katt Williams didn't just toss vague accusations, he aimed directly at Tyler Perry's reputation, making it clear he had no personal vendetta. In fact, he acknowledged Perry's work ethic, calling him a hard worker. But then came the shocker. Katt publicly accused Tyler of being a drag queen who preys on younger men for personal pleasure. And this wasn't one of Katt's jokes, he was dead serious, claiming Perry's success comes at a cost behind the scenes. According to Katt, roles in Perry's productions aren't always earned through talent alone. Some come with a hidden price tag. He described it as a casting couch system, where certain young men are allegedly offered parts only if they give something in return. And Katt isn't alone in sounding the alarm. Actor and voice coach Brandon Jay came forward with his own troubling story. He said he was cast in Meet the Browns as a straight high school teen, but at the last minute, Perry changed the role. Suddenly, Brandon's character became a gay teen with a crush on his bully, a transformation Brandon claims he never signed up for.
Well, here's a story time about how filming Meet the Browns was the most stressful and hardest thing that I've ever done in my entire life. I had no idea that Tyler Perry's studio schedule was so drastic. If you're working on a regular network show, they take a whole week to film an episode. Tyler Perry Studios, they film an episode in one day. The character was Jeffrey, a fat high school teenager who was very intellectual, who was getting bullied at school. I take 2 to 3 days to learn the entire script. On the day of filming, first thing we do is a table read. I know all of my lines. I'm ready to go. So the director, who is Alfonso Ribeiro Carlton in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he starts to block us, telling the actors where to go, where to stand. Mr. Perry comes in, everything changes. So we literally run the entire episode for him, and he hates it. Does that mean I have to learn a whole new script? Yes, that's what it means. Mr. Perry, on the spot, starts rewriting the entire script, and he's feeding me the lines to say, and the director is kind of standing on the side like, you better do it, because if not, they will fire you. Here is where the shoe hit the fan. So in the middle of Mr. Perry changing up the scenes, he says, you know, I want Jeffrey to be gay, and he has a crush on his bully. That's not what I auditioned for.
UN, this Derek Dixon claims, wasn't an isolated incident. It was part of a disturbing pattern. In a $260 million lawsuit, Dixon, who played Dale on Tyler Perry's The Oval, accuses Perry of sexual misconduct, offering detailed dates, messages, and events to back his story. According to court documents, it all began in 2019 when Perry allegedly spotted Derek in a crowd, approached him, and offered the promise of a role. That promise came true. Eric landed a small part in the series Ruthless, but things allegedly escalated when Perry invited him to his Atlanta home in January 2020. Derek, believing it was a professional opportunity, accepted the invite. After a night of drinking, he claims he passed out in the guest room only to wake up with Perry touching his thighs in advance. He says he immediately rejected. Yet, the situation didn't end there. Derek was later cast as De La Gay, homeless store clerk who sleeps around for shelter. He believes this character wasn't coincidental, but intentionally modeled after Perry's alleged personal ideal. Derek even claims that Tyler told him he wanted a partner just like Dale, someone loyal, broken, independent. Even more alarming are the texts Derek says he received from Perry, messages filled with sexual innuendo, questions about his preferences, and admissions about being with men. These messages, included in the lawsuit, paint a troubling picture of manipulation disguised as opportunity. According to Derek Dixon, the messages from Tyler Perry grew increasingly bold, allegedly, including statements where Perry admitted to sleeping with men and expressing clear sexual interest. Though Perry has never publicly identified as gay or bisexual, Derek claims these texts hold a different story. One message reportedly read, "You are the road. No straight man would be walking with you unless he wanted to F **** you, and I would F **** you." These screenshots are now central central to the lawsuit. Perry's legal team has firmly denied the allegations, calling the entire case a baseless shakedown. But Derek insists this wasn't some scam. He said he felt completely trapped. If he rejected Perry directly, he feared it would cost him everything. So instead, he played it cool, deflecting with responses like, "I'm not the sexual type," in an effort to protect his career while navigating the unwanted attention. This is where Katt Williams' earlier warnings strike a chord. Katt once said that when you expose Hollywood's hidden truths, they don't argue with you, they discredit you. They call you crazy, label you bitter, and erase your credibility. It's the same pattern Katt believes happened to Dave Chappelle. Now, Derek Dixon may be facing it too.
Yeah, that was really.
Dave Chappelle famously turned down $50 million from Comedy Central, saying he refused to be a puppet. Instead of support, the media branded him unstable. Even Oprah tried to get him to admit he had a breakdown, but Dave stood firm. Now, many wonder if that deal came with the same hidden pressures Derek Dixon says he faced with Tyler Perry. Maybe both men were just trying to escape an industry built on silence and control.
I'm glad you're here. Everybody wants to know, why'd you walk away from $50 million?
I wasn't walking away from the money. I was walking away from the circumstances with the newfound plateau.
Yeah.
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14. I've heard the stories, seen these kinds of things play out in front of me. I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time of their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah.
It's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
That same energy is echoing loud today. Many are already questioning Derek Dixon's timing and intention. Critics are pointing out that his $260 million lawsuit drops just as Tyler Perry's new film, Straw, starring Taraji P. Henson, is gaining momentum and dominating headlines. They're labeling it a money grab, a smear campaign, a calculated PR hit. But once again, Katt Williams' warning rings true. The moment you challenge powerful figures in Hollywood, they make you the villain if you're the victim. Tyler tried to laugh it off, telling fans not to overthink the drama. But the public isn't looking for jokes. They're demanding receipts.
He's got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole world in his hands. Hey, I'm just sitting here on my porch just looking. What am I looking at? I'm looking to the hills from whence cometh my help. For my help? Some of y'all know the rest. I just wanted to come on and just tell everybody, just be as calm as you can.
Derek says he has the receipt, his texts, names, and dates backing every word of his story, and with others like Christian Keys hinting at similar experiences. His claims feel more credible than ever. Christian once shared that a powerful figure in the industry tried to manipulate him, though he never named names. Now, people are connecting the dots.
This person is a predator, and he's one of several. And I have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. The receipts, the recordings, down to the police department, and let them hear this individual, the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100 grand to take my clothes off. He said, "I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked." I declined. Because again, scenic route, I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. I recorded it because I didn't trust him. And I had told him over and over, and he still always tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100 grand to strip. You'll know right away and it'll break your heart.
He didn't name names, but the internet was quick to connect the dots. Many were convinced Christian Keys was talking about Tyler Perry. After all, Christian had worked closely with him for years, and the timeline matched too well to ignore. Even 50 Cent jumped into the mix, posting a photo with Perry and the caption, "Did that be asterisk, 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 just say what I think he said." Asterisk, a post that felt like exaggerated banter, but also showed where his loyalty lies. 50 has long credited Tyler with shaping his media game, but public sentiment is shifting. People aren't seeing this as another attack on a successful Black man. They're calling it overdue accountability. As one user put it, this is him paying for his shenanigans and poor choices. And with Katt Williams sounding the alarm long ago, many now believe the truth is finally surfacing.